Did you get a coffee in the end?
No, I haven't. I've been taking as much time as I can to sleep in the mornings and just be quiet. Tomorrow for sure I have more time.
Yeah.
Um, so maybe tomorrow. Depends. This morning I set no alarm, woke up just after 9, so I didn't feel like I had the time because I was on court warming up at 11. But yeah, we'll see.
In terms of coming through qualifying all the way to your first final, that's a pretty great story. A few
Yep.
thoughts on that?
Yeah, played. Wanted to get some matches before Wimbledon, getting the most amount of matches. Bit of a catch-22. It'd be nice to be in London, kind of preparing for Wimbledon, but I mean, first final, I'm never going
Yeah.
to say no to that. I just think every match I get's more of a bonus. I'm feeling not tired at all either, so body's feeling good. Yeah, can't complain.
And you were playing a home favorite here, Billy,
Yeah.
on another sort of a very kind of great story, great run. How was it playing against the crowd today? Did you feel the crowd were against you, and did it fire you up a little bit?
Yeah, they're a little bit against me. I mean, the same if Billy was in Australia. I get to play. I played Choinsky and then Searle in qualifying. Not centre court, but 2 and 1 still hold a fair few amount of people. So a little taste of it early on. No, I don't think it fired me up. I mean, Billy's a pretty calm guy. We're kind of good friends anyway. I've been, he messages me when I do well, I do the same. I mean, I get along with a lot of the Brits, kind of same humour, whatnot, kind of stick together a bit. So, I mean, I knew regardless of the crowd, everyone was going to be relatively respectful and whatnot, try and play things in a really nice manner, fair manner out there. And, I mean, we've been happy for him to beat me, and I was hoping the same for him. Thought it was great.
Yeah, the Eastbourne crowd isn't exactly like the Paris crowd, is it?
No, but the Eastbourne crowd has got to be the loudest with coughing I've ever experienced.
They're all quite old, I guess, quite
It's
mature, maybe.
I, I
It's a
told my
health
coach
concern.
to just sit and listen just for a couple of points for how many people decide to cough just in between points, and it's absurd.
Yeah.
It's like one person does it and it sets off like a chain reaction, like 40 people every point. I said to the umpire, like,
Can you
I'm
stop
not going to control these people from coughing, but if 10% of these people are coughing because they feel they need to just clear their throat, like they don't actually need to do it, then maybe then it will. But I feel like as soon as one person does it, everyone's like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's felt annoying is like the amount of times that either of us have had to catch a ball or just, try and reset because someone's just blurting out coughs.
I can only apologise, but in terms of they can't really announce that before the match, but maybe they should.
I just feel like it's just like they shouldn't have to. I feel like when I'm watching a match, and I'm trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
And I kind of did something today, and like early on in the match as a joke, like I just coughed loud, just waiting. And then I feel like straight after that, like one of the next service games, people were just blatantly coughing as I was serving. But I'm like, it is what it is. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, someone who just coughed behind us. But have you seen the Wimbledon draw?
Yeah, only just after I came off court.
Yeah. And are you someone who doesn't mind talking about draws? Or
I only saw the first round.
Yeah.
I didn't see section. I've never done it before. I've not seen it. Today I purposely didn't want to know who I played until after the match, but I don't really want to know the second round, etc. I'll take one match at a time. But I know I play Otto.
Yeah.
Played him before. Obviously, a great player. He should be ranked a lot higher than what he is. Just depends if he, mentally is there or not. But there's no question he's a great ball striker and tennis player.
Yeah, he also came through qualifying.
Yeah.
So that's also you like the advantage of coming through qualifying, getting matches under your
Yeah,
belt.
at least he doesn't get to play. He hasn't played, at least the matches aren't at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus, but yeah.
Exactly. And then you're in the doubles. Have you seen that draw as well that you're playing with
I did.
Brits?
I don't mind about the doubles draw. I checked
Yeah.
that straight away. Yep, we're playing. Who was it again?
Willis and Clark.
Willis and Clark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Marcus won Nottingham doubles. Been playing well. I think he's into the top 100. Jay coming back from injury. He's always played good tennis. So should be a good match. Jordan and I are quite capable on the doubles court.
Yeah.
Won a few titles this year. Confident together. But yeah, I don't see why it can't be a great match.
And then your celebration today was a bit unusual.
Big balls.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah, every time I get a big win, it's big balls.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, that's what we thought it was, but I'm not sure that I was said expecting it. It kind of came out of the blue. But in terms of who you could play in the final, it's on right now.
Yep.
It could be an all Aussie final potentially.
Yep.
Or it could be Taylor Fritz. A few thoughts on whichever way that goes.
I mean, it'd be great if Vu gets through, then one of us gets a title. But if it's Taylor, I mean, grass suits me the most with my game. I'm not saying it suits me more than him, but it's definitely, if I'm going to play these guys on a surface in a final, I'd love to be on grass. I've obviously played 3 more matches than him this week if he was to get there because he started second round main. So I've had more matches under my belt. I'm feeling good. I'm not going to say any more than that.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
And then finally, you wrote something on the camera. I assume it wasn't
Due. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to say stop coughing, but it wasn't
No,
that.
it wasn't. No. Due. I had a little running joke for a couple of weeks now with another Australian,
Yeah.
Yankee, in Jakarta.
Yeah.
We both lost in a Toggle Bosch and we came off like laughing. We just felt like we struggled so much at the start of this year, and we're just like, we're due for just something to fall our way.
Yeah.
And then he obviously made quarters, had a great run there in Queens. And I was like, I feel like I'm a week behind you, just making the joke. And it turns out I'm a week, but yeah, we've just been messaging each other about how due we are. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Big point. Just remember you're more due than this guy. So yeah, it's been quite funny, quite relaxing actually for me.
Yeah. So you're more due than whoever you might play in the final, do you think?
I really hope so.
Yeah.
I'll keep telling myself that.